Yes, flawless, it works. It's great technology. Yep. Here we go.
Me, Dory, Patrick, Gage, Rafa. About to be on the air, Burning Man.
You know the story?
All of that out there, Burning Man.
Don't call me crazy.
I'll be cool.
No, I'm singing the song. All systems go. DJ Trick live on Radio Free Burning Man 99.5 FM, and joining me in the studio is the ever lovely, awfully talented Raffaela Vergata. Oh, hang on. There we go. All right, there we go. Ooh, hey, Rafa.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very good.
Oh my goodness gracious! All right, so Rafa created this, and she submitted. Well, you know what? Instead of me talking about it, I'm going to have you talk about it. So why don't you go ahead and tell us all that you did to get here to Burning Man?
All of what we've done. It's been quite the long journey. The project that we have out on the flyer right now is they're called sunflowers, and there are between 45 and 50 metal framed flowers with lighting gel petals. And lighting gel is the stuff that theatrical and television lighting uses to filter the light, give it some color, and they make this beautiful, beautiful rustling sound and all that wind we've been getting.
Oh my goodness gracious. I was out there the other day helping everybody kind of just reset a few of the things, and the wind is just blowing through them, but it is just such a beautiful experience to see them.
Thank you, thank you.
So how did you come up with the idea?
Well, we all work, everyone in our camp, we all work in theater, and the lighting gel that we get all comes in these really big sheets, and you have to cut them down anyway to make them fit for your lights. And I was just thinking, you know, we can cut these in whatever shape we want. Why are we pigeonholing ourselves? And the idea of doing something beautiful and grand to bring out to the playa was just really what I wanted to do.
It's an amazing, amazing presentation. I can actually see it in the distance from the studio. They're blinking in the distance, and I think the Death Star over there is trying to take them out, but I think the sunflowers are ultimately going to win. But it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful installation.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud.
I'm just amazed, and a huge debt of gratitude for you and all my campmates for kind of holding me at gunpoint and making me come to Burning Man.
Oh, yes, because we twisted your arm so far back.
Yeah, it got twisted about maybe a degree. So, all right. So make sure, everybody, you come out to the playa. There's so much fantastic art for you guys to look at out here. Do you have anything else you'd like to say about?
No, probably not. If you all want to come down and hang out with us, we are living at 245 and H.
Yeah.
We got tons of food. We have a huge shade structure with a big parachute.
The sunflower can.
Yeah, so you guys should come on down and come hang out with us.
Yeah, it's a party when I'm not there, and then when I'm there, everybody's like going to sleep and I did a trick here.
We don't do it on purpose.
No, I know. But we party here, we party there. We're going to party everywhere because it's Burning Man.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I also have Jake and Kyle in the studio. Jake, Kyle, do you guys want to shout out to anybody? Any lost connections? Kyle, step up to the mic real quick.
Do I want it?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll just give a shout out to all of my friends that I drank bourbon and rum with out at the end of the world today. That was lovely. Thank you for that, guys. The booze was muchly welcomed, and the company was much more welcome.
And also in the studio at our very moment is Stories. Come on over here, Stories. The first shot that I did at Burning Man was courtesy of this man from Burners Under the Influence.
Yeah, we started about 6 years ago, and what's I think amazing about our camp is I have nothing to do with it, but the Funkmeister started up like 10 years ago. And he came out by himself, the Burning Man, in 2002, and by himself brought a car and a little overhead to hang and made it work. Came back the second year by himself. The third year he had 3 people. Last year we had 30, and this year we had 17. I think it's kind of a funky thing. But I mean, he really made it all happen. And what I think is most amazing about our camp is that half of our camp is from people we never knew before Burning Man. We met them on the playa, we drew them in, we made them part of our camp, and that's what really made it what it is today. So it's kind of like, it's not just people we knew next door at home, people we knew from next door on the playa. That was the fall for them.
I have to tell you, first of all, like I said, the first shot I did at Burning Man, Stories is the one that handed it to me. Here, you got to have this. I'm like, all right, I twist my arm. So that was fantastic. Today I went over, they do shots at sunset. Today I went over and they had these cherry soaked, what were they soaked in?
White lightning, more or less.
I think they brewed it in the van on the way to Burning Man. This was some, but I got to tell you, that shot totally got me going tonight.
Rum Runner is our guy who does the shot of the night, and he goes up with stuff. He's like, 19 for 20 successful. We had bubblegum shot about a year ago, and it was terrible. But other than that, every double chocolate, fine bourbon, fine scotches, fine vodkas, really unique things. And Rum Runner really takes care of us every night.
Right on. That's Burning Under the Influence. Burning, right?
Burners Under the Influence.
Burners. I had it right the first time. All right. Burners Under the Influence. They're behind us. If you want to give out your location, you can.
245 and I. We're always on Mountainside. And I want to emphasize, when we talk about Burners Under the Influence, when we enjoy our shot of the night at sunset every night, no doubt about it. But it's not just booze. I mean, it's under the influence of Burning Man, under the influence of friendship. I mean, we met you guys all in the last 48 hours, and it's just wonderful. I mean, it's the most magical week every year. So it's under the influence of Burning Man, not under the influence of just alcohol.
But alcohol is a plus.
Well.
Sure.
Stories? You got another story to tell us.
Uh-oh, which one's that?
That one.
Which one?
This one right here.
Oh, the media story. So it was interesting. I want to make this small documentary, and I'm reluctant to tell the theme, but I will because I don't want to. Anyway, the theme is what matters most. So my idea is I'll interview 40 people, over 50 people, make a very, very short documentary, 3 minutes to 6 minutes, and just ask people the simple question, what matters most? And you get all kinds of different answers. So I sent in to get permission, because, I appreciate Burning Man. People oftentimes argue about, well, why is Burning Man so protective? Are they corporate? And the reality is they're trying to protect against everybody who's out there on the fly tonight. You can come to Burning Man and just enjoy yourself and not worry about people just filming you without your permission.
Right.
So I filled out this whole questionnaire, who I am, what I do, what I want to do, the types of cameras, which just cracks me up because I'm using the Panasonic in my pocket right now, camera to make this documentary. And so I get the okay to do it. Then 3 weeks later, I get this email, dear media member, on Wednesday night of Burning Man, between 5 and 7 o'clock, you're welcome to join us for the art tour, where you will join us on the Golden Dragon with our art exclusive tour of Burning Man and all that goes on. So my buddy Juggernaut, who's been a great help on this, tomorrow night we're going to show up at 4 o'clock and drink the booze, get on the boat, the Golden Dragon at 4:45, and go on this art tour. And it just cracks me up because we're making a 3-minute documentary. I like to say we're part of the liberal media elite all of a sudden.
Yes, so, you pinko little bastard, you.
And we're making it with the camera that doesn't have an auxiliary microphone. But it'll be fun, and we'll see what happens. And I got to applaud Burning Man because they really accept all kinds of projects. It's not just the gigantic, really, really nice, multi-$100,000 documentary, which needs to be done, because Burning Man, with its 10 principles, is really cool. What it's about, I really believe in. But they're like letting somebody like me who wants to make a 3-minute documentary, have permission to do it.
That is just,
and I really appreciate that. Yeah,
that is awesome, and that's what makes this such an awesome event.
Yeah.
I think everybody, all of us, get to find our burn.
Right.
And it offers something completely different and unique for all of us. For Rafa, she had this wonderfully creative idea, and she made it a reality. If you're doing something that on the surface looks simple, but really, the question, what really matters, what matters most, that's fascinating. And you get 40 or 50 people to say what matters most in a 3-minute period of time, that there's some impact there. There's something that it's always given back to the whole community as a whole.
People on the default world ask me, what is it about Burning Man that you like? My number one answer is that it's a fast forward. I mean, I've known the people in the studio right now for, 36, 37 hours, some small amount, and yet we're already, in many ways, great friends.
Yes.
And people on the default world, they live next door to you, literally, for years, and you know them less than we know each other for being here for a day and a half.
And they don't know each other, and they don't talk. They're like, oh, hi, and run around their way.
I mean, Desiree and I had one of the most wonderful conversations I've had in 6 years tonight, over an hour of dinner while somebody else did my dishes for me, which thank you very much. And that's just the kind of stuff you remember when you go home, and it inspires you to be creative and to live the life you want to live. Very nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks for the time.
Oh, no worries. Thank you very much, Stories. I appreciate that. That's Burners Under the Influence. They're 245 and I. Mountainside, all right. And, of course, it's Camp Sunflower and Raffaela, Vergata.
We're at 245 and H, also on the mountainside.
Yep. So, folks, if you're listening, come on down and party with us. We'll be around tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to get back to the music. And we've got some more people we're going to get on the microphone. And if there's something you guys out there in Burning Man land want to talk about, come on down. Radio Free Burning Man. We're at 245 and Esplanade. No, 230 in Esplanade. I need to get all these numbers straight. 230 in Esplanade. You can't miss us. We've got a huge radio tower with 4 big red lights and all kinds of weird wires and gadgets sticking out. Thanks to Gordon, and I got to tell you, this is just an amazing opportunity for all of us, so come on down, I'll put you on the mic, and everybody will get a chance to talk. In the meantime, let's go back to the music with this.